again, when I'm talking about rhythm, I'm referring to a rhythm that I'm getting into with my body, and that is my jump, as well as I'm thinking about how I'm moving my feet, going through different rhythms. And for most of the skipping that we do in class, we are trying to be very paced so that we complete repetitions, a certain number of repetitions for, as little as time as we can, if we can really push it, or in general, just keeping to a pace regardless of how fast we can go or the volume that we have to do. And like I had mentioned, something that can be really helpful with progressing from single unders to double unders, and I think is just fun in general, is playing around with that rhythm. So when we come to a session where we're practicing, create space for being very rhythmic and keeping that held for anywhere between like 30 seconds upwards of like 3 to 5 minutes. When I was training as a competitive soccer player, one of my strength coaches at the time always wanted us to skip before we got into our workouts, and so that's where I really fell in love with skipping, and I was able to skip for upwards of like 12 minutes non-stop. You just get in the zone, you just start having fun with it, and I definitely did not skip that long just doing single unders. So being able to control your rhythm and control your rope and control your body is going to ultimately help you be as efficient as you can, whether that's single unders or double unders. So you might start this even without the rope, where you're trying different foot patterns, different types of skipping, moving your feet different ways, high knees, butt kicks, bouncing in between skips if you're on single legs. There's all different types of patterns. Hard for me to do without the rope actually, but even just getting comfortable with crossovers, kicking a foot out, kind of having that bounce. And then of course you can always play with your rope. So rhythm with rope speed is probably the only thing that really separates a single under from a double under. So this is why I want you to play and get really comfortable with rhythm. So just start, or you might just start by doing some single unders, and then you might start to play with a different rhythm through your body. As my rope speed is not changing, and for right now, neither is my pace. I can speed up if I want, and I can slow down. And all of these different ways of playing can be really helpful for you getting really confident and really comfortable with controlling your rope. Because again, that is a big step between single unders and double unders. Rope speed.